Hello, everybody, and welcome to a Lord of the Rings draft here on the channel. We're going to go pick by pick, play by play, talk through everything so you know what to do when you draft this fine format yourself. Let's get started. If you do enjoy this sort of video, let me know, and I'll make more of them. Ooh, the excitement builds! And our first pack, the rare is Sauron's Ransom. It is a strong card draw spell. You get like 2 cards. Almost always they'll put 2 face down, 2 face up, and the ring tempts you. So it's a little bit of extra value on a draw too, but it's not really a high priority pick for me. It's a gold card, which means it's 2 colors, and that just makes it inflexible because it's kind of not really worth splashing, and you only can play it in one of the color combinations. The card I do like a little bit better is Gothmog, which, while also being a gold card, fits into more strategies because you can play it. And it's not a gold card, while also being a black card. Like this is a blue-black card, this is also a black card, but this one fits into blue-black, blue-black-red, black-green, black-white. Any deck wants Gothmog, and so I'm going to be taking that here. The other card I like is Easterling Vanguard as a 2-drop that kind of dies into a token, which is also quite powerful, but Gothmog really does a lot, and the token having Death Touch is good, and other tokens have Death Touch too, so if you have some humans or stuff like that running around. If I wasn't taking Gothmog, I think it's between Easterling Vanguard and maybe Nth Fury third. Okay, so we started with a Gothmog, which is a great start to a draft. The rare is missing out of this pack, and so we don't really get a huge signal when the rare is missing because the rare could have been of any color. But we do see our 2 strong black uncommons, Gollum Patient Plotter and Gollum's Bite. Now, both of these cards are good, and I'll be choosing between one of them. I think they're both better than Easterling Vanguard by a pretty significant margin. And what I like to do in draft is identify the best card in the color that I already have, and then identify the best card in the pack. The best card in the pack might just be Gollum's Bite or Gollum Patient Plotter. I think Ranger's Firebrand is quite good as the other option outside of black, but it's close enough to Gollum's Bite and Gollum Patient Plotter that I think it's worth it to take one of the black cards. Patient Plotter is really nice, but I like Gollum's Bite a little bit better just because I value the removal spell a bit more than the 2-drop. 2 mana 3/1 is okay stats, and the fact that you can get this back over and over is really nice, but I just like Gollum's Bite a little bit more at this time. I could see that changing. They seem close to me, but for now, I'm going to take the Gollum's Bite. I think I usually just bias toward the cheaper card. 1 mana is less than 2 mana, and there you have it. Okay, pick 3. There is a Grishnok. Black-red can be a deck that uses Grishnok effectively if you have some sacrifice synergies or just some amass synergies to take one of their bigger creatures. We already have a Gothmog for some amass. There is a black card in this pack, but it's Snarling Warg, which is a fine card, but not one I prioritize. So this is the best black card. Obviously, the best non-black card is almost definitely Grishnok. Even if you're not like taking something forever, like you just get a 1/1 and amass 2, which is just pretty good for 3 mana. Hobbit's Sting is a fine white card. This card's an okay blue card. Honestly, might be worse than one of these blue cards, though. But we're going to take Grishnok here. Okay, so now we're 4 picks in. We're starting to be able to see signals. And the fact that there's not a single black card in this pack maybe means black isn't going to be open this draft. Like, not even one black card. Could just mean there was only one black card and it got taken, but even then, there's a black card taken out of the first 3 packs. There's an uncommon and 2 commons missing. I think Erkenbrand is a really powerful card if you can get it to work, and since it's early enough in the draft, I could try to get it to work, get some humans going with Grishnok. I do have a strong red card. Even if you're not playing a mass deck, this is still just a good effect. And other than that, this pack is pretty weak. There's Mirror, which I don't think is very good unless you have a ton of legendaries, and you don't take it early even if you do. I do have 2 legendaries right now, though. The Ring Goes South is just a like ramp spell, which I don't think is great. And I think Erkenbrand is the highest upside pick in this pack. Okie doke. So Erkenbrand goes best in red-white because that's where the most humans are. There is a black card in this pack. There is the Torment of Gollum. And there is a red card. There is Haradrim's Spearmaster. Spearmaster is a human to go with Erkenbrand. Torment is a mass card to go with kind of these guys. Both of them not the craziest powerful of cards. I do have a couple 4-drops already, though I could cut Erkenbrand if I go heavy or mass. But I think it's identify the best card in your colors. I think Torment might be better than the Spearmaster, even though I haven't been seeing as much black. And then 2 Creeper is a fine one, and this card's a fine one if I don't want to go that direction. It's a close pick. I'm going to take the Haradrim Spearmaster. Just take a red card, because red is seeming a little bit more open than black at this point. And then we'll see where that leads us. Also the cheaper card. As I've been saying, I've been biasing towards the cheaper cards. Also, we're not seeing the fact that we saw a pack that didn't have a single black card did worry me. Improvised Club can be a good sacrifice card. It can go well with Grishnok. I don't tend to prioritize it though. That's good for aggro a little bit. Olakai Crusher, I don't prioritize this either because it's a 4-drop. Stalwarts of Gileath is a human. There's some random blue cards, just a couple of green cards. Mordor Trebuchet. I'm going to take the Stalwarts of Osgiliath because I think I could try to draft red-white humans. And I don't think any of those cards are insane. Okay, this pack is much better. There's 3 good green cards. All of them are really relatively solid. There's a Gorbag, which I hate. I think Gorbag is terrible. So I'm not surprised to see that. There is a Mordor Muster, which is a nice 2-drop. And there's another Stalwarts, which is a okay card, but goes well with my human theme, maybe. I think green is maybe open if we're seeing all these. So I'm going to take Ent's Fury over the Lookout and the Dogs. This is a pretty late Ent's Fury, I think. And we see Watchdogs. We see a Battle-Scarred Goblin. Sure, we'll take the Goblins over Gift of Strands and the Watchdogs. Black has not seemed open, so we're probably going to abandon our first 2 picks. We can then lean a little bit towards red and then either green or pair it with white, maybe. White, just because white goes better with Erkenbrand. That's really the only reason. Green is seeming way more open. We're seeing a lot of late green cards. Gift of Strands is okay. But I'm glad to get a 2-drop. And we wield an Ent's Fury. That's nice. I guess we'll get to see how green-red does, because it is seeming open. Bombadil Song is interesting. I think Revive the Shire, Cast into the Fire. I want to try Bombadil Song. There's not a ton of ring tempts in this color combo. But I'll take it over Cast into the Fire. Galadrim Guide. There's also a Hobbit Sting. I'll take the Hobbit Sting over the blue cards in the Guide. The Guide is not a high priority for me. And this gives me a little bit of flexibility if I open a Great White card. But it is looking like green is open. Sure, we'll take Revive the Shire just in case we want it. Lothlorien Lookout, last pick. Nice. Okay, so what did we learn in that pack? Well, black did not seem open at all. We didn't see really a single premium black card. I think going into black would be a mistake. We did see a lot of late green. Green is seeming open. And we saw some red, but not an insane amount of red. We could try to go green-white by taking something like Frodo. We could try to take Balrog. I think it's between some combination of the Naya colors. So we could take like a red card, a green card. Balrog would be a splash. But it could be a powerful one. Our cards do lean aggressive, though. We could also take another Erkenbrand and then just really go in on humans, maybe. But I think we're trying to play green. The best green card, there's not really a good green card in this pack. Frodo. I'm going to take Erkenbrand. I'm going to take the Balrog. Maybe I want to build a splashy deck. I don't think I'm going to be a good Erkenbrand deck. Okay. Nice. There and back again is great. Red is open if we're getting this card passed to us. And I do think green-red is more of a splashy type deck than a aggro deck, and we are seeing a lot of green. So we can maybe wheel Shire Terrace. There and back again is a great card. It is an aggressive card, though, so we want to be an aggressive leaning deck that maybe splashes, or we just don't play this at all. I just don't think our deck is really going to be interested in Erkenbrand anyway, necessarily. We'll put it in for now, though, obviously. But here, there, and back again is the clear pick. There's another Grishnok. There's some good black cards here, but black was not open pack 1, so we're not going to try to get into it for pack 2. That first pick was weird, but I just took the Balrog because I knew it was the card I was most likely to regret if I ended up in a sort of splashy deck. Okay. I do like Woes in this maybe type of deck because it does help me ramp and fix, and both these cards are kind of good with that. Celeborn. Don't worry, I learned. Celeborn, not Celeborn. There's an Ent, which is also a reasonable card. I'd rather get the 2-drop right now, I think, though. Especially because I'm leaning to trying to play maybe a more rampy style deck. I could also just try to play red-green aggro. But I think green was the most open pack 1, so I'm going to try to stay in green for this pack. And we'll take Woes. Rise of the Witch King. We're seeing a lot of good white cards. Theoden. Theoden's really good. Does kind of go with our human deck. But then there's also the kind of splashy option of this guy. I think I'll take Theoden. If I do want to go red, white, it could be useful. Getting one past is a good sign. And now there is a Shadowfax, which is pretty good. But we can maybe wheel it even, because I don't know if there's another red-white drafter, and this card's guaranteed to make my deck as a 2-drop. So we'll just take this guy over Shadowfax. Okay, I don't think this card's very good. There's a Hobbit Sting. Not a lot of green in this pack. Build the Pony's reasonable. Eagles of the North is also reasonable. There's a Sting. I'm going to take Build the Pony, I think. I like Build the Pony. I don't like this card very much. Sure, we'll take the Lookout. Our white deck is not super likely to happen, so we'll just try to stay with the green cards that are going well for us right now. I don't think You Cannot Pass is very good. Ooh, Many Partings is perfect. Late Dunland Crebain, but Many Partings is great. It'll help us fix for our black splash. And then we got a Watchdogs back, which goes great with Many Partings as well. That's a lot of blue cards. So we are currently playing this kind of interesting red-green build, splashing black. We might not be interested in Lothlorien Lookout. Then again, it does work well with Celeborn. We did wheel a Shadowfax, but we're just going to take Gift of Strands at this point. I like Gift of Strands with Lookout because they really want to block the Lookout. Doors of Durin. I do want to try this card. There's also a Foray of Orcs. And Doors of Durin is just a cool card. I mean, I just want to give this one a shot. I think Foray of Orcs is better, but I haven't seen this card do anything yet. It is pretty cute with the Balrog, if you can hit it. Now we get a Smite the Deathless. If you do see a Nazgul, you should probably take it, though, for the value. Smite the Deathless is just good removal for me. This deck has a lot of playables, not as much crazy ramp shenanigans as I maybe anticipated it would. But yeah, we'll take Smite the Deathless very easily. Great Hall of the Citadel can cast Balrog. But it's also going to wheel, so I'm going to take Bombadil Song. It's maybe looking like green-red isn't as open as I was hoping, but could just be a weak pack. I stand corrected. This card's great. There's also another Many Partings. We're just going to stick with the one we have, I think. And take the really strong red card. How many humans do I have? 4 humans. Pretty decent. I don't think I want Revive the Shire. Pretty easy cut there. I wish I'd taken some of the like big Ents now, because that's pretty good with Doors of Durin. Quick Beam will do, though. There's another Many Partings, which I wish I could take. Also, Stew the Conies is good, but this card's just what I want. It's so good with Doors of Durin. It's a great top-end threat for this deck. And now I'll take this Many Partings. I'm really happy to see that. I should have taken more Mushroom Watchdogs, I guess. Hmm. There's a Mirror Guardian too, which is an okay card. We'll take many partings. I'm really happy to see that. Enraged Huron. I'm going to take Battle Scarred Goblin because I think I'm going to end up being a more aggressive deck that Lothlorien Lookout doesn't really fit in. Huron is also a fine option, but I like the Goblin as an attacker. It's a really good attacker too. I don't think I can play Chance Meadows, but I'll take it. Now there's an Enraged Huron. I'll take it over the Lancer. This combat trick is also not bad. I'm happy to get the Huron though. Sure. I think I can start making some little cuts and tweaks. Sometimes you end up with these sorts of decks where they just aren't necessarily the best. Ooh, that's a big guy. He's a big attacker. Whoa, Stu the Conies came back. Nice. Is Gothmog worth splashing? I doubt it. I wish this deck had like one more good combat trick in it. But getting Stu the Conies back was pretty good. I also wish I'd taken a Watchdogs a little bit higher. Maybe that card's really good in red-green. Colors, definitely heavier green. But I have a couple of red cards. So I don't think I want any of these cards that are in my sideboard right now. So let's see what we're working with here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think Lookout's the worst one in my deck. And Bombadil's Song is maybe bad, but I want to try it. I haven't seen it in action yet. Sure. Cut those two. I can cut one land because I have too many partings. That's kind of the ratio I do, like cut one land for every 2 of those sorts of effects you have. How many ring temps effects do I have? I have 1, 2, 3. Got Chance Night Elves. This attacks is a 4/4. And I think Huron's just as nice as a 4/5, maybe. Just a big guy. 3, 4, 5, plus this is 6/2 drop to play. Galadriel Bow is pretty good with the Goblin. I have 2 combat tricks that are pretty good. This thing and this thing. That should be good enough. How many creatures do I have here? 14. A bit low on the creature count. Doors of Durin is maybe bad. It's just so cool. How many humans do I have? 4 humans. Birkenbrand seems okay in the deck because of that. I got these 2 guys that buff it and Woes, maybe. Woes also seems fine. Grishnok might not be the best, but it can just take one of their guys and hit them with it, which is nice. I like all the Kite Crusher. Doors of Durin and Enraged Huron are probably the weakest 2 cards. I'll cut the Enraged Huron. And we'll try it like this. We'll see how Doors of Durin performs. I could see cutting that card. I could also see, I don't think this card's good if you don't use the scries or have ring stuff going on, but we'll see how this deck performs, and I'll see you folks in the games.
If you have been enjoying my videos and would like to support the channel directly, you can do so at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. Patreon is a place where viewers can support the creators they enjoy, so if you've been finding my videos helpful or entertaining, or if you've maybe won a couple of extra booster packs because of some of my advice, Patreon is a way for you to chip in and help the channel succeed. You also gain access to some cool rewards as a patron, like my card-by-card tier list for Lord of the Rings with my thoughts on every card in the set, and also drafts with me and other cool rewards. I'd like to give a huge shout out to the patrons who support at the credits level, but without further ado, let's get to the games.
Welcome to round number 1. We have a nice keeper on the play. We have many parties to get our swamp. A cool thing about many partings is if we get the food and we can sacrifice it to Mushroom Watchdogs, that can be a sacrifice that makes our Balrog cheaper. Sometimes in this sort of deck, it's worth playing a little bit more green mana so you can play many partings. But in this deck, I just want to have like the ability to... Oh my gosh, I'm so bad. That was awful. I just played the wrong land. They should be at 18, and I should have a second goblin in play to pressure them. Gosh. Oh my gosh, I botched this. I went from being able to win this game to just probably not being able to win it based on just that one foolish moment. Maybe I should have taken one improvised club just because I do have this Grishnock. That's a good option. Yep, Gandalf is not a huge surprise there. Obviously, it's Gandalf. But yeah, I'm pretty disappointed because I could have won this game, and it's going to really do... It's going to do bad justice to the deck's actual strength if I just lose because of playing the wrong land on turn 2, but they should be at like 10 life here, which could be a huge game changer. I don't know if you're supposed to play around Gandalf. That's one of the things that's kind of bad about Best of 1. Oh, this also has the Ring Tempt Me. Cool. You don't get to block, Gandalf. Okay. Don't want that. Grishnok can take Bilbo, and then Bilbo's still wearing the ring. Okay. Oh, it's non-legendary creature, so I can't take control of any of their guys. Oh, that's not great. So now they'll just trade with Shadowfax. Well, Grishnok's a lot worse. I'm going to save this, maybe. Because then Smaug will be lethal on its own. If they don't attack, it means that they're relying on blocking all my ground guys, probably. Well, that's unfortunate. They have to do something here. Or they're dead on board. Go to damage, see what they have. If they could kill Smaug, they would. Okay. Got the win. Let's go. Just imagine if they'd been at 4 less life. That game wouldn't have been close. Whew, got there. Well, we made it into plat. Let's go. I will see you folks next round. Welcome to another round. We will keep this. On the draw, we don't have a 2-drop, but we have 2 draws to find one, and we have all of our colors. And we'll get to try out Doors of Durin. Sure. I keep this in case I draw Mushroom Watchdogs, I think. Maybe I will just sack it to gain the life. I'm going to be messed up on mana this game. It is unfortunate that I missed a 2-drop in a game where it seems like it would have been important. They did mulligan. They can sack this guy if they want. Grishnok not being able to take legendaries is really annoying. I'll just play a 2-3. They can't attack into it. I could Fear Fire foes to kill this and their 1-1. Okay, they have 2 spells and a land. Gothmog, sure. I'm glad I waited. This thing buffing other creatures is really annoying. I will get to kill their 1/1. I'm just going to play this, give myself a creature that I can buff up to use Stew the Conies to kill this guy with. Like, even this is a 2/2 and a 1/1 is pretty okay. I could have done a point of damage though, I guess. But right now I'm in survival mode. They have 2 cards in hand. If I can live, I'll win. Old Man Willow. No blocks. I'm gonna Fear Fire Foes Gothmog this turn if I can. Okay. So this is gonna sacrifice the 1/1 for sure. To give -2/-2 to this guy. Do I have to go for a random Gift of Strands to just block that guy? Maybe. I assume they'll play their land. Yes, that's a 6/6 now. Mirkwood Bats, sure. That does give me more confidence in this play working. Okay, they amass, sure. So they're all tapped out. So, what are my options? Gift of Strands +3/+3, triple block Old Man Willow. They'll kill this thing. I'll have my 2 guys left, so I'll have a reach creature for that still. Alternatively, let this thing die, make this thing +3/+3, double block. I will lose these 2, but I'll still have the Spearmaster. Or I just... keep the land, get rid of Erkenbrand. Block that guy. And save myself 6 points of life. Because now I can Stew the Conies and end turn. And then next turn I can kill their flyer And this Deadland, Haunt of the Dead Marshes. And like a little 1/1, like get a 3-for-1 with this Fear Fire Foes. Actually, I will kill Gothmog, because I have this thing to give reach, so I'm not really worried about the flyer. I'll keep this food in play for now. This. 1, 2, 3. That guy. Autopay. Wipe out their stuff. Now they don't have a legendary to bring back this thing. Combat. Buff that guy. Send him in. This has been an interesting game. Next turn I can try Doors of Durin. Get a little bit gambly. Okay, Old Man Willow, sure. They now have a Ring Bearer. 7, sure. My Galadriel Bow will do good work here. It's 8 now. That's not ideal. Well, that's a card. Send him in. And now Quick Beam or that guy are lethal, so they're going to have to hold back some blocks. Wow, this game is interesting. Also, Doors of Durin could do some good stuff, too. I keep saying that, like, oh, this card could also maybe do something, instead of being completely useless. Okay. I'm just going to do this. I'm going to play it slow. Because this way I'll have an extra lethal threat. Because they're going to get back the Haunt of the Dead Marshes anyway. So I won't make any progress here. Because he'll just eat one with the Haunt, with Old Man Willow. And now I can put Galadriel Bow on Celeborn. And then Celeborn will also be lethal. So I'll have 3 lethal threats, which is a big difference. And whatever Doors of Durin finds me. Actually, I won't even need to do that. I can just put this on the Spearmaster. Buff up Celeborn. Attack with everything. Yes, resolve this first. Scry. I think I want something bigger than a Watchdogs. Is Watchdogs good enough to win me the game? So they have to block, 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 block. They take 3. This is maybe too greedy, but... Okay, Woe's Pathfinder isn't good enough. Right. Dang it, I choked. Oh, I'm so greedy. I just needed to put the dogs in. So I traded Celeborn for their Mirkwood Bats, essentially. Okay, so I did kind of need to hope for more. Because my bats was not going to get... my dogs wasn't going to get the job done because they would have blocked it for free with Mirkwood bats. Oh no, this game has spiraled out of control. I just lost. Doors of Durin is awful. We all knew it. If Doors of Durin had just been a reasonable creature, I would have been able to get there. Or if I could have killed Old Man Willow somehow. Hoping for the Balrog. Okay, but to be fair, even without Doors of Durin, I was going to lose this game. Yeah. I mean, I had 6 lands in my top 5 or something. Or I guess I had a bunch of just bad cards. I needed Erkenbrand after all. Gosh darn it. That was so brutal. Oh my gosh. Just 2 lands, 2 lands. This just wasn't meant to be. I have reasonably sized creatures in my deck, so dang. Welcome to another round. We'll keep this. I think this Doors of Durin, you have to have the land cyclers in your deck just so you have some big hits. And I just don't have that. So I'm playing the Watchdogs here because this way if I do draw a one of my many partings, I can get my swamp and still play a 2-drop that turn. Kill their army so they don't automatically get Grond. But I'm probably just dead this game because I didn't hit my 3rd land drop. Or 4th. I don't know what they're doing. They should have hit me there 100%. They just probably... I don't even know. They have 6 lands in play. I have 2. This game is so over. I'm just going to save everyone some time here. Because even if I draw a land, I'm still just miles dead. Okay, next round. Welcome to another round. This hand's much better. We haven't seen the Balrog yet, which is actually a major blow, because that's one of the best cards in our deck. And when you don't draw your best card, your deck tends to look a lot worse. Though, to be fair, we were really close to winning that second round. We won the first round despite a horrible error that cost me like 4 damage or something. The second round we almost won, but we just stumbled down the stretch. And then round 3 we were closest. We weren't remotely close because we didn't hit our land. So it's like, it's hard to judge the deck right now. That being said, Doors of Durin is not very good in this build, I don't think. Sure. I have Smite the Deathless. Stew the Conies would be great because then I could buff this guy. Okay. I'm going to Smite the Deathless this because exiling it is actually pretty good. because it stops the ring from going up the track. Dogs is pretty good in my deck. Celeborn. Erkenbrand is actually good here. Like, Erkenbrand isn't the most flexible of plays, but he does help me hit them for a lot of damage next turn. And blue-white doesn't really have a huge blocker that's going to have, like, be a 5/5 or whatever, usually. Yep. Yeah, I'll keep the land. Because if I just play Quick Beam at some point this game, it's going to end. And next turn I have 2 guys that can send me to 1. Huh. So they have all spells in hand? So, playing Erkenbrand doesn't do anything, because they have to block Celeborn anyway. So I might as well play this guy. That's probably good enough to win me the game next turn, I imagine. So if I have a creature in the top 3, I win. The fact that a land would have been better there, maybe. Boom. The one creature that doesn't save me. That's super funny. Objectively the wrong block. Oh no, never mind. It doesn't matter, because this thing will kill that one anyway. Good job, Doors of Durin. I just want to play these cards because sometimes these funky rares are hard to evaluate. And getting to see them in action is just like, okay, this card is like unplayable garbage. I think everyone can see that. Like in every time, both times I played it, it's just done nothing, pretty much. Like, I scryed bottom one of my best cards because of it. Like, okay. Yeah. Got there. Got there. We're going to keep Doors of Durin in, though. We're going to keep trying. We'll see if it does anything cool. But I'll see you folks next round. Welcome to another round. We'll keep this. It doesn't have any creatures, really, other than Celeborn. But Fear Fire Foes is a pretty good early game play, because if we played it on turn 3, we could maybe 2-for-1 them. There he is. Balrog, baby. Okay, the odds of getting a 2-for-1 grow. I'm going to wait because I can get an even bigger 2-for-1 if I wait. And now I'm getting closer to casting Balrog. All that good stuff. Hobbit's Sting, perhaps? No, they don't have Hobbit's Sting. No blocks. Ooh. That's a good card. Oh. Well, that's annoying. As soon as they play a real creature, I'll get to just eviscerate them. Really? The Balrog. A Balrog. Yeah, makes sense that they're going to gain some life here. Next turn, Smaug is coming down. I love this card. There and back again. Because you search for a mountain, you find a lonely mountain. Got the win. Woo! The Balrog! Durin Spain, working with Smaug. So a bunch of cards that hate on orcs. Got the win. Pretty cool. The deck performed. I think I would love more Woes Pathfinders. That card was great. See you folks next round. Welcome to another round. On the play, we've got Fear Fire Foes and Woes. Living the dream. I'm definitely going to play Woes first. It can lead to some cool explosive starts, probably. Like I can go Crusher next turn, maybe. And then there and back again if I get lucky again and draw a land. Booyah. Woes could be the ring bearer. Sure. I'm almost in range of activating this. I'm worried about +1, +2. And make a food token. And Death Touch. Okay. So that means that this thing can now pump this guy. So that'll be 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I'm 1 off. And this way, Woe's Pathfinder's lethal, which is why I'm doing it this way. Got the win. Turns out, there and back again is a pretty strong card to play on turn 4. Smoke! See you folks next round. Welcome to another round. We'll keep this. We've got turn 4 there and back again on the play, so that's pretty dang good. I don't need any more land stack. Thank you. Thank you very much. I would love spells. Bialeaper. Oh my gosh. Teleborn on turn 3, followed by there and back again on turn 4, making it so this guy can't block to ever kill my woes. Palantir, okay. They get to scry. I'll lose life. Sure. When you're the aggressive deck, you don't really care about that card as much. That could be useful. Sure. Perfect. I have these foods to gain me some life. Okay. Don't need that. So this turn I'm going to probably crack the food. Unless they play something I desperately need to kill with Stew the Conies. Oh, they have that card too. That's funny. Well, it's much better for me. Let's see if they have -2, -2. Nope. Sure, you can draw a card. I mean, there's no reason. There's no 1-mana spell they could have that would wreck me. I don't think, at least. Yep. Got the win. The deck is cruising. We are cruising! See you folks next round. Welcome. This hand could be our downfall, but we're going to keep it. 2-drop into 3-drop on the draw with Fear Fire Foes. If we do draw 4s, we have our Swamp then. This is the downside of not running too many forests with this, but never punished. Easy peasy. I'll have a very good curve out. Make sure we play our mountain next turn. Every year we fill up Santa's bag. Ooh, a little bit of a slow start from opponent. Spear Master thrives in these situations. They concede! We're headed to the money match. The trophy is in our sights. Can we trophy with a deck containing Doors of Durin? Though we also have there and back again, so it's kind of a balancing act. But I'll see you folks in the final round. Welcome to the final round. We have a great hand. 2 mana, we can kill their best play. Or go for woes, baby. We're wosing it up. Oh, and they're playing Lembas. They're playing Lembas. Not Lemdus, Lembas. And we're playing woes. I got the woes. A woes Pathfinder. And they're stuck on swamps. And it's gonna be Celeborn's time to rise. He's wise. They're playing Crebain from Dunland, and we're fighting. Oh, that's gonna be good. After we get our Celeborn down. But Fear Fire Foes is great against Dunland Crebain. Man. Crebain from Dunland! Okay, that means they don't have a combat trick. Phial of Galadriel, sure. I'm looking for lands. Not all Makai Crushers. And now I can block the Dunland Crebain is the point here. I could have, like, gone for Fear Fire Foes there. Keep the board clear. They have a lot of mana coming up, which scares me. Because if they play a 4 toughness creature here and I draw a land... Oh, okay. Killing the Watchdogs is going to be better than killing this Orc. Almost assuredly. Do they have golems? Oh. So they're going to play Crebain, and I'm going to be able to kill the Crebain and the Orc. I think this is a classic own them with Celeborn turn. Do I want to land? So next turn they're gonna play the Crebain. I'm gonna kill this thing and the Crebain's gonna die. I don't think I need the land. Because I could still draw a land, naturally. Sure, that works out perfectly for me. Perfect. Everything going according to plan. I can even use the bow to just untap Celeborn to kill this and then kill Marion, the Dunlin Crebain. Which I think is going to be my new plan. Yes! Yes! Woo! Trophy time! Red-green, Doors of Durin. I don't know why I keep calling it that. That was not the card that carried us. Honestly, Woe's Pathfinder was amazing. Let's go! Huge! Trophy time! That's awesome. That's satisfying. I was worried about this deck, but honestly, we just have a lot of good cards. We found the open colors, got rewarded. Oh my gosh. I was worried when we were 1 and 2, but we got there in the end. Conclusion though, Doors of Durin, not very good. Other cards in my deck, quite good. Let's just go a little post-op here. Also, flavor win for Doors of Durin and the Balrog to be in the same deck. There and back again. Gosh, our top end was so sick in this deck. Well, if you did enjoy this video, I mean, obviously this card and this card were great. I mean, we only played this one once, but this card was excellent whenever we played it. Thanks to Woes on turn 4 a couple times, which Woes was really a performer. I'm going to try out that card a little bit more. Grishnok, not that impressive, but it could have been better if we'd been a sacrifice deck. Erkenbrand, we always scried it away, so maybe not the best. Celeborn was just fantastic. Absolutely loved that guy. Crusher was fine. Galadriel Bow was great. Honestly, the goblins did work, so pretty cool draft. If you did make it all the way to the end, leave hashtag Doors of Victory in the comment section down below, because while we did not use Doors of Durin very effectively, we did get the max win run with Doors of Durin in our deck, and it was awesome. Or you could leave hashtag there and back to win, because it kind of rhymes with back there and back again, and we played this card to win a lot. But if you did enjoy it, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, comment with your questions, thoughts, and feedback. If you'd like to support my content, you could do so via Patreon. There's some cool perks you get as well over on Patreon, and also just helps me make more videos. Check out the Twitch stream, the Twitter, the Discord server, all of those links in the description. But that's going to do it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time.